Imagine if The Shining had swapped the eerie halls of the Overlook Hotel for the twisted thrills of a haunted amusement park. It's a version of the story Stephen King almost wrote, and it would have changed everything. While the 1980 film adaptation by Stanley Kubrick remains a cinematic masterpiece, it's no secret that King famously despised how Kubrick reshaped his 1977 novel. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. Before the remote hotel became the iconic setting, King toyed with a wilder, almost Scooby-Doo-esque idea that could have turned The Shining into a completely different kind of horror tale. King's original novel follows Jack Torrance, a struggling writer and recovering alcoholic, who takes a job as the winter caretaker of an isolated hotel. As supernatural forces begin to unravel his sanity, the story becomes a poignant metaphor for addiction and the fragility of the human psyche. King's version is sympathetic, painting Jack as a man battling external forces beyond his control. Kubrick's film, however, took a darker turn, casting Jack Nicholson in a way that made Jack seem menacing from the start, a choice King openly resented. From altered room numbers to a fundamentally different tone, Kubrick's changes felt arbitrary to King, who later called the film cold and misogynistic. But this is the part most people miss. King's early vision for The Shining was far removed from the snowy isolation of the Overlook. In the mid-1970s, while brainstorming ideas, he imagined a family trapped in a haunted amusement park, a setting he'd later explore in his 2013 novel, Joyland. During a 2013 interview on NPR's Fresh Air, King revealed his initial concept: a family caretaking an amusement park at the end of the season with a title like Dark Shine and a park named Skyhook. The idea was shelved, but it's fascinating to think how this setting might have transformed the story's vibe. Less psychological horror, more carnival meets ghost story. But here's the controversial part. Would The Shining have lost its cultural impact if it had been set in an amusement park? Or would it have been a refreshing twist on horror? King's 1997 TV miniseries Adaptation, which hews closer to his original vision, is often criticized for lacking the film's intensity, but King himself prefers it. This raises a bigger question. Do adaptations owe fidelity to the source material? Or is it fair for filmmakers to reinterpret a story? And if King's amusement park idea had come to life, would it have been a missed opportunity or a masterpiece in its own right? What do you think? Would The Shining have worked in a haunted amusement park, or is the Overlook Hotel the only setting that fits? Let's debate in the comments. And while you're at it, imagine the haunted Ferris wheel scenes. Chilling, right?